Warriors, if I don't scare you, then I am not doing my job. Let me tell you what happened to me the other night. We went to a lovely holiday party, a very nice group of people, and I was asked to get up and speak about the Warriors. And of course, I grab any chance, if it's a minute, if it's an hour, to talk about the Warriors and our mission of educating the public and raising awareness about human slavery and the sexual exploitation of our children. So as I went to stand up from the table, the woman next to me, running the organization, whispered in my ear and said, "Don't scare anybody." You know what, Warriors? I'm not trying to scare anybody. I am providing you with truths, facts, the reality of what is happening with our children in the United States today in 2022. We're on the cusp, on the verge of 2023. It cannot go on. Enough. Our children are the product. There was a war on for our children. I'm not going to repeat everything that's been in the news lately, whether it's online news, fake news, whatever you're reading. You need to block out all of this distraction. I need to be able to provide you. You have to understand what is going on. And even today, I was at another holiday gathering and I brought my Warriors cookies. And on the back is the website. And a woman said to me, "Oh, so what do you do?" And I said, "Well, here's my website. You can look it up, but I work with children and human slavery and exploitation." And she said, "Oh, is that a problem?" Okay. Then she said, "Well, what are you?" And I said, "Well, I'm a nonprofit based in New York. We do work across the country. And we also provide support to survivors and victims of this human slavery." And she said, "Well, I have my two favorite causes, and I'm into animals. And I give a lot of money to those helpless little creatures that don't have a voice and can't say anything." And now, bear in mind, this was a holiday party, so I really didn't want to start anything or get into it. But I said, "Well," I said, more people, did you know more people give to animal causes than they give to people causes?" And she said, "Well, I understand that because, people like animals." So there, I was about to walk away and she said, "Animals are defenseless." And I said, "So are the children. So are the children being raped and abused on every single platform you and I and all the children use." Uh, but I just said to her, "But so are the children." So you see this kind of uphill battle where I want to remind you this mission chose me. I didn't choose it. Simply to educate you, to raise awareness, to intervene, to help you so your child doesn't become a victim or yourself become a victim of everything that's going on. So while there's all that distraction over here with all the nonsense, don't get me started on Twitter until I see concrete action where we can take down this child sexual abuse material CSAM. Some steps in that right direction. At the same time, we do want to maintain our freedom of speech. Now think about that, Warriors. This is a tough one. However, anything with children, anything is a crime. And that, has to be dealt with. And I know there's a way to deal with that. And we do know that there's AI available to rid that. So when I see people talking constantly and tweeting about all this child stuff and Elon Musk and this one weighing in and that one, and people sending me countless emails about other people, you'll never see me repost any of that. I'm just telling you right now, everything I do is based on facts, truths. And frankly, I am doing so much work, we at the Warriors on the ground, and especially this time of year, the holidays, to cheer people up, to help people, to provide goods and essentials that they would not otherwise ever have. It's the holiday season. So we can't sit and tweet all day and be on Facebook and Instagram and all that. We're out boots on the ground. So again, if I don't scare you with the reality of what is happening and escalating in our country, then I can't, I haven't done my job. So, Warriors, with that, I want to leave you with one other thing. In this season of giving gifts, the kids all want those coveted tech toys. upgrades to whatever they have tech. It is time to reclaim our children. They have been hijacked and pull it back in. Couple of weeks now to Christmas and Hanukkah. Pull it in. Tell them you have enough in your homes. Tell them you're not upgrading. Let them scream when they say little Susie has this. You don't care. You're the parent. You're the caregiver. You're the grandparent. And it's time to also look at a lot of the toys that are on the market have a lot of bells and whistles and push buttons. So children are just pushing things. Again, there's no creative play. There's no using that mind to carry out the task. So they're being hijacked now, even with toys. And somebody brought to my attention recently that they were testing for a study they were doing, the Alexa device, and Alexa for kids or something. And you can ask, I'm bored. And Alexa directs the child to just all of these things to buy, whether it's Barbie Dream House or this or that. Again, you have to think of everything as a mechanism to sell things to make money, right? So think about, I can't tell you what to do. I just have the information, see the studies, talk to so many people. There's a wonderful book out right now. Please look for my interview. Dr. Susan Lynn, that is Linn, Who's Raising the Kids, Big Tech, Big Business. Our children are the product. And she is a psychologist. She's also a ventriloquist. She has used for years puppets. She started with Mr. Rogers because puppets are therapeutic for children, and a lot of wonderful work. I want you to look for that interview on any of our platforms, because she will tell you about marketing, the history of it, what it means for our kids, creative play. We need that for development. Also, children need quiet time. Everything is just so fast-paced. Everything is so technical. Everything is push buttons. Everything is, you don't like something, you move on to the next. Quiet time. And we as adults also need quiet time. Because remember, this constant bells and whistles, go back and do some research, warriors, form of torture, actually. Quiet time. So let's start reclaiming our kids and our grandkids. Let's start having quiet time. Let's start non-tech gifts for this holiday season. And there's plenty of them. Just go back. Plenty of creative, artistic, all kinds of things. Please sign up for our newsletter, which goes out every Wednesday, lynswarriors.org. Scroll down on the right side, e-newsletter. Start thinking about all these issues. I'm not here to scare you. I'm here to help you, because somebody has to give you some information, some direction, because it's too much and it's too overwhelming. Think about buying Dr. Lynn's book, Who's Raising the Kids? Learn about how the minds think in marketing, why lawmakers aren't, standing up and fighting this. We have a lot of work to do, and we will. But it starts with you, and you only, with listening to this information, protecting your children, communicating with your children, and each and every day, be a warrior.